Welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. I am your host, Jessica Fuentes, and this is the Reinvention series, a space where self-love, confidence, and leadership come together through real conversations and honest reflection. In here, we explore what truly means to reinvent yourself, not by becoming someone else, but by reconnecting with who you are, honoring your journey, and leading your life with intention. This podcast is brought to you by Empowered-SelfLove LLC, where self-love becomes confident leadership. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this space, this conversation, and this time for yourself. Whether it is your first time listening or if you've been part of this community since season 1, you are welcome here. This podcast exists as a reminder that growth is personal, leadership is human, and self-love is not optional. It's foundational. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin. Welcome back, and thank you for being here today. Today, we're talking about something we've all experienced at some point in our lives: the struggles with our self-confidence. Why is it that so many of us reach out a point where we begin to question ourselves? Why do we start doubting our abilities, our readiness, or even our worth? Is it because we're not good enough? Or is it because we don't feel ready yet? Or maybe it's because deep down we believe we're not worthy of what we've envisioned for our lives. These are the thoughts that tend to surface when we feel stuck, when our confidence begins to fade and we start questioning our own value. But here's the truth: those are the wrong questions. Let's start with the idea of "I'm not good enough." That thought alone is negative, diminishing, and deeply self-sabotaging. The moment you entertain it, you weaken yourself. Instead of building confidence, you break it. Think about your inner dialogue for a moment. If your inner dialogue is constantly saying things like, "I'm not good enough," "I'm going to fail," "they are going to see right through me," how can you expect to show up confidently in the world? If you're the first one to doubt yourself, what message are you sending to others? You may show up physically, but internally, you are already tearing yourself down. Now, let's talk about the second thought: "I'm not ready yet." This one still feels uncomfortable, but it carries something powerful: hope. Why? Because readiness can be developed. No one starts as an expert. Growth is a process. Learning is ongoing. And even the most accomplished professionals continue to evolve, to make mistakes, and to refine their skills. Feeling not ready doesn't mean you're incapable. It means you are human. Instead of holding on to that thought, try shifting it to this: "I may not know everything yet, but I have the capacity to learn, to grow, and to improve." That shift changes everything. It creates space for imperfection. It builds resilience instead of fear, and it strengthens confidence rather than destroying it. Being imperfect is not a weakness. It's what pushes you to stretch, to challenge yourself, and to grow. So you have to trust the process. Now, let's address the most damaging thought of them all. I'm not worthy of what I have envisioned. That thought needs to be removed completely. If you were able to envision it, it's because it's possible for you. But here's the part we don't always like to talk about. Pursuing a vision requires sacrifice. It requires effort. It requires paying a price that many people simply aren't willing to pay. I recently showed my 13-year-old boy the Rocky movies and shared with him the story of Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone was rejected countless times. He wanted to be the star of Rocky, the main character, but studios wanted the story without him. He was broke, was homeless. He was forced to even sell his dog, and he had less than $100 in his pocket. And still, he said no. He refused to give up his vision. He paid the price others wouldn't. And because of that, he became the Sylvester Stallone that we know today. So here's the question. Would you have done the same? Growth is hard. It is uncomfortable. And sometimes it breaks you before it builds you. Growth will make you question your abilities, your worth, and even your vision. But if you stay true to yourself, if you allow yourself to be imperfect, if you keep believing in what you see for your life, you're not failing. You are growing. Every successful person you admire has paid the price of growth. Entrepreneurs, leaders, artists, athletes, they all struggled. They all doubted. They all felt broken at some point, and they kept going. Because oftentimes, success comes right after the breaking point. Your vision defines your version of success. So believe in yourself. Don't let go of what you see for your life. Failing doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you are learning. And learning is what moves you closer to who you are meant to become. So before we close today's episode, I want to leave you with 3 things you can do whenever you feel your self-confidence is starting to struggle. Because confidence isn't something we feel all the time. It's something we build and practice over time. So the first one is this. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Your mind is always speaking to you. If your inner voice constantly says, I'm not good enough, I'm going to fail, or I can't do this, your mind will start to believe it. But the same is true in the opposite direction. Start shifting the language you use with yourself. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, try saying, I'm learning, I'm improving, I am figuring this out. Confidence grows from the way we speak to ourselves. The second thing is, take action, even if it's small. Confidence doesn't appear before action. Confidence develops because of action. Waiting until you feel completely ready can keep you stuck. Take one step and then another. Every action you take becomes evidence to you that you are capable. And that evidence slowly replaces the doubt with belief. And the third thing is this. Remember who you already are. When we struggle with confidence, we tend to forget everything we've already overcome. Think about your journey, the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, the growth you've experienced. You are not starting from zero. You're standing on years of experience, resilience, and strength. Sometimes confidence isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering the strength you already carry. Because self confidence is not the absence of doubt, it is the decision to keep moving forward even when doubt is present. Believe in yourself and don't let go of what you see for your life. As we close today's episode, I want to thank you, truly, for being here and for sharing this space with me. If something you heard today resonated with you, allow yourself to sit with it. Reflection is where clarity begins and where reinvention quietly takes shape. Remember, growth doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty, self-awareness, and the willingness to keep showing up for yourself. If you'd like to continue the conversation, you can follow me on social media or visit my website. You will find all the links in the episode's notes. Thank you for choosing this moment, and thank you for choosing yourself. Until next time, lead with intention, move forward with compassion, and trust the journey that you are